Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Five Guys mukbang. I got a double bacon cheeseburger, I believe, and then I got their Cajun fries. I just tried them and they're freaking spicy. I know Cajun is usually obviously spicy, but like it's hotter than I'm used to them being. But they're delicious. I am so hungry, you guys. And then I got an iced coffee from Dunkin'. I've been like living on iced coffee. And I love adding the peanut butter cup flavoring to it. Sorry, I'm just like chomping away here. Those are spicy. And then the burger. So it's got lettuce, ketchup, mustard. I got like grilled onions on it. Yeah, I think the grilled onions are on the bottom. But it looks so good, cheesy, delicious. I love their burgers. I was so glad that you guys picked this because I was like craving a burger, like a good burger. And when you guys picked this in my my poll, I was so excited. I mean, any of the options are good, but when I saw burger, I was like, oh yeah. That's so good. So how was your week, Bem? I hope you guys all had a really good week. If you celebrate Halloween, I hope you had a good Halloween. I was so sad this year, you guys. Heartbroken. I'll tell you all about it. Pickle. So me and Steven decided to go to Maine this past weekend. It was a lot of fun. We only stayed like a couple nights, but we had a really good time. We stayed really busy because we tried to like cram in a lot of the things that we like to do. And we also visited this area, this Kettle Cove, that we've never seen before. Like a really peaceful area. I just swallowed some spice. But yeah, that Kettle Cove was really nice. Jeez. But I specifically made sure, like we made plans to make sure that we would get back home in time for Halloween because we came back on Halloween day. And we specifically made plans so that like we would be here for the trick-or-treaters and everything, because I've been going on and on and on for weeks about how excited I am and like how we usually get, you know, kids and everything. And I love seeing all their costumes, so I was ready. We got here. We made sure that, you know, we had like our little masks on, and he had like a pumpkin mask and I had some like devil mask. And we went outside right at 5:30 with our little bowls of candy, so excited. And there was just nothing, nobody. I was so bummed, like my heart was breaking every minute that was going by. And you can hear all the kids on like the main street, because we live on like a side street, and it's kind of like a hill, like it's uphill. So I'm always like, well, you know, maybe I don't want to walk up all the way up the hill. And like a lot of the houses towards the bottom of the street by the main street, they're not like lit up or anything. So I think people just assume that there's no one up here who's giving out candy. So I was really bummed. I was really sad about that because I was really looking forward to seeing all like the little kids and all their little costumes. Like I love it. So I was really sad. And then it was like 6 o'clock. We had been out there for like half an hour, and I was like, you know, I'm hungry because we had eaten lunch. That was a whole big to-do too, to like when we were leaving Maine and trying to get home and trying to time everything right. I don't know. So we ended up having lunch, but that was a headache. And then, so I was starving by 6 o'clock, and I was like, I'm just hungry. I'm tired. I'm sad. So 6 o'clock, I went inside and I was just getting ready for us to like go because I wanted to drive around. I was like, well, maybe we could drive around the area to see all the kids in their costumes and everything since I'm not going to see them up here. So I went inside and I was getting ready. And he comes, I brought the candy in. Steve comes barreling in looking for the candy because there was one kid who was coming. So he got candy, that kid. But yeah, other than that, we got nothing. So we decided to drive around. It was insanely busy. There was like a million kids everywhere. And a lot of the houses on the main road, they had like lines of kids waiting to get candy. Some of the houses had like almost like Halloween walkthroughs with like setups and everything, so the kiddies would go through and get candy. It was so cute. And I was so bummed out. I was like, I can't believe all these kids. And like no one comes up our road. But then we drove by like our road going around the town and it looks completely dead. Like we have a little bit of lighting and we have some like blow ups and stuff, but it's not really stuff that you can see from like the street so well. So it looks pitch black, you know, when you're looking up our street. I was just heartbroken. I was so sad. I was like, I don't know. It looked fun. Like all the kids were so cute. There were so many of them. So many different costumes and everything. But I was just so bummed that we didn't get any trick-or-treaters. But yeah, we drove around for a bit. And that was really nice. Relaxing. Fun. This thing is good, but it's messy. I probably shouldn't have worn this sweatshirt. I got this one when we were in Maine this past weekend. It's cute, but this is messy. But yeah, I was like, we shouldn't have left when we did. We could have had more time up there, you know, like hanging out and everything, but it was still a really good time. We had a lot of fun in Maine. We visited some like this like gourmet shop too that we've never been to before. So it was fun this time because we saw a lot of like spots and everything that we've never been to, that we've never seen, and I love it. And I told Steven I was worried that I was like, what if like in the colder months it kind of just like loses its magic for me? And because I always like talk about how I love Maine and I want to move to Maine and I just love the area so much. And then also part of me is like, well, maybe it's because I've mainly seen it like when I'm on vacation or, you know, during the summertime when it's like busy and there's lots to do and, you know, but honestly, it's like, I loved it more this time. Like the area was super pretty. For the most part, it's pretty calm. When we got there, actually, because we ended up going on Saturday, it was pretty busy. But I feel like overall in general, it wasn't like super overly crowded. We walked on this little like marginal way. It's this really nice long walkway along the water. So pretty. And it was like the perfect temperature too. It was like nice and cool and like the breeze and everything, but it was still sunny. It was gorgeous. It really was. Like honestly, I genuinely liked it. I feel like even more than I did in the summertime. So it just like re-inspires me to like want to move there. It's so hard though because like housing there is so expensive. It's expensive everywhere, but like apartments and everything there were like a couple grand and it's just crazy, you know? And I feel like at this point, like, that's kind of like the number that you should expect, but it's just a lot. Like, moving's a lot, you know? I'm trying to, like, move out of state and everything. I'm getting, like, another job set up or having enough money to, like, pay to get a U-Haul and, like, move all of our stuff there. And have time to like find jobs, you know, have like the money and security to find jobs when we get there if we can't secure anything ahead of time. It's just a lot. But I really do love the area and I really do want to move there one day. And I feel like I was just scared that I was kind of like hyping it up in my head and making it like feel like it was a lot better. It's like, well, yeah, of course you're on vacation. You're not working. Of course it's going to be better. But no, I love the area. It just feels like homey to me, you know? So I hope one day I'll be able to go. You know, we look periodically at like their listings and everything and at their apartments and everything. And we kind of know like the area that we're looking for as well. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to find something. But yeah, anyways, we had a really good time. I got this sweatshirt. We visited a lot of the shops. We went a lot to a couple of like the food places that we like to go, and then tried out some new spots too. We tried out, I think I told you guys, we went to some like gourmet market that we've never been to, so that was really fun. We like driving along the water and looking at all like the really, really expensive houses that we could like never afford and just like dream of living in. You know, like the multi-million-dollar houses that are just gorgeous with like big like oceanfront views, huge windows, like gorgeous like balconies and huge lawns for like gardening and everything. It's just, you know, I can dream. And then we had a great time. We wanted to go to Texas Roadhouse on our way home for lunch. I told you guys how it was like a big headache because it's hard for me once I get it in my head, like something that I want. It's really hard for me to like crave or want anything else. So we had it like everything timed out when we were going to leave, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, Texas Roadhouse didn't open. It wasn't going to open that day until 3 p.m., which would have like totally thrown our schedule off. We wouldn't have been home in time to do like the Halloween stuff. And I didn't really want to eat lunch that late either. So I was just like immediately not feeling it. So we were struggling trying to find something that we could like have for lunch. And we're like going through places and I'm looking at reviews of things because I'm not going to go somewhere that's got sketchy reviews. I just can't do it. It freaks me out. I really wanted like Chinese or like a Chinese buffet. So I was trying to like look up Chinese buffets like in the area that we were traveling through. And there was one that had like a lot of Google reviews. So I was like, maybe we can try that. I get really sketched out. Because like I feel like Chinese buffets are either really good or they're just like really bad. So I always am paranoid. I feel like that's just anything though. Any like buffet type thing, I feel like it's either really good or really bad. And sometimes they freak me out. Buffets, I don't know. But I was really feeling Chinese food. So we were going to go there. And then I was looking like at other reviews on different websites. And some of them, you know, they had like 4.5 on Google, 4.5 stars. But then on other websites, they had like 3.5. And I was like, no, not doing that. So then we were like back to square one. I was cranky. Poor Steven, he had like an earache. He's been having a lot of problems like with his ear. So like he's not feeling good. I'm like complaining. It was a rough beginning of the ride. But we ended up finding a place that Steven actually had texted me about like a few days prior. There was this Mexican restaurant and it's called Casablanca, I believe. And I don't know why I never like crave authentic Mexican food. I don't know what it is. Like sometimes I'm craving like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, I want pizza or I want burgers or McDonald's or Chili's or Taco Bell even. But I'm never like, oh wow, I'm really craving like authentic Mexican food, which I have no idea why because it's literally delicious. And every time I have it, I'm like always like amazed by how much I like it. I don't know. It's like I just forget how good it is. So I just never think about it. I never crave it. When someone brings it up, I'm like, eh. And then if we get it, it's like amazing. So he said something about that place and I was like, I didn't really want to, but we were already like struggling to find a place. So I was like, no, let's just go, whatever. I'll find something I like. It doesn't matter. So we got there, and it was a really nice place. It's like really cute. The inside, it looks very like authentic, and they had like nice music playing. They brought out like free chips and salsa, like real chips, you know, they made those chips. And the salsa, which I've never like seen it that way before, because I feel like usually salsa, I mean, how I typically see at a restaurant is very red, you know, and tomatoey. And this salsa definitely had like tomato and cilantro and other things, but it was like darker. I didn't ask them like how they make their salsa, but I'm curious because like it was a lot darker, like a brownish, almost like a blackish color. It was really like deep and dark, and it was delicious, but I've never seen salsa made that way. I ended up getting these white sauce shredded chicken enchiladas, and Steven got these grilled chicken tacos. They were both delicious. I tried his and they were amazing. I'm not like a huge fan of like corn tortillas, but they just tasted like, I think maybe I'm not a fan of like store-bought ones, you know? They just didn't taste store-bought. They were maybe they are store-bought, I don't know. But they were delicious. And my enchiladas were amazing. So it was a really good time. I'm glad we went, even though it was like a whole headache. It was delicious, so. And if we're ever in that area, we would definitely go there again. It wasn't super busy either, and I thought it would be because it was like around lunchtime, so. But it was also a Monday, so maybe not. But yeah, it was really nice. We had a good time. These fries are delicious. They're so nice and seasoned. You can tell. They're just so good. I usually always get their Cajun fries. They have just like regular ones, but the Cajuns are just delicious. I got Cajun like one time and I've just never gone back. I am getting full though. Got last couple bites of my burger. So good, so filling. I was craving a burger. Once I saw that Five Guys was winning, I was like, yep, that's perfect. And then last night, after we drove around looking at all like the trick-or-treaters and everything in the area and all the decorations, we came home and we decided to watch that Halloween Ends movie. I don't know. What did you guys think? I guess that's not what I expected. It wasn't like terrible. I don't know. I think like in my brain, I'm always thinking that it's going to be like just full of Jamie and Michael. Just like, well, Lori, her real name's Jamie, obviously, but Lori in the movie. I just always think that like Lori and Michael are going to spend like the entire time just like going back and forth, and it's going to be like gory, and it's almost like that's what I want. I wanted something like crazy, you know? And like, yeah, some of the stuff in the movie was very like, but I don't know. I just wanted like pure chaos. I wanted something like just chaotic. I don't know if that makes any sense, you know? It was still good though. I did enjoy it, but I guess it just didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go, but we watched that and that was nice. Oh, I am full. This meal was delicious. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good week. If you did anything for Halloween, definitely let me know. If you went trick-or-treating or handed out candy, did you guys get any trick-or-treaters? Because I did not. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below for me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.